agricultural producers across generations. Today, the network of over 140 ag radio stations reaches farmers and ranchers during their most productive hours when they're actively working their operations and making business decisions. What makes ag radio uniquely effective? Farmers listen to farm broadcasters for information that directly impacts their livelihood. When your message is delivered alongside crucial weather updates, market reports, and agricultural news, it receives the same attention and credibility. Farm Radio Connects offers agricultural advertisers targeted access to this engaged audience through professionals who understand both broadcasting and agriculture. According to the National Association of Farm Broadcasting, 78% of farmers consider information from farm broadcasters highly trustworthy. When you need to reach rural America effectively, choose the voices they already trust. Visit IllinoisFarmRadio.com and discover how Ag Radio can elevate your agricultural marketing strategy.
WTIM. You're listening to the WTIM Tyme Morning Show on your information station, and the show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Bob Ridings Pena, and Okanee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and in about a week and a half from now, the Kitchell Park in Pena is going to be hosting the Old Time Tractor Show and Blacksmith Hammer In. Well, a lot in that name, and here to help dissect it all is Donna McGlauchlen, who's one of the organizers of the event and also serves as the secretary and treasurer of the event's organizing committee. Donna, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, good to have you in as well. You're making your radio debut as well. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to make it go as smoothly as possible. I can tell you that much indeed. So let's see, Saturday, August 8th. At Kitchell Park. First, just give a little bit of an overview of what happens at this event.
Well, we just have anybody with tractors and old time collector items. Actually, even if you got an old engine that runs hit and miss things, people like that bring it. Then we just try to get the kids there in town, and we have a pretty good crowd at that. We have the Tot Rod from Assumption, Illinois, comes and. He pulls for us for the kids, and they start from age 5 to adult. We even do that too. We have a good time with that. That's a pretty well people getter there. You know, if you got the kids coming, people come. So,
no, that is cool. And I will say, I actually saw my first Tot Rod competition just a couple days ago. So,
did you? Oh,
so it's a lot of fun, and it sounds like that's going to be the case there as well. So, I'll just go kind of one thing at a time here. First, let's see, Old Time Tractor Show. Just talk about that, what that's like.
The club started in 2001, actually, by early fellows named Dean Coonrod, and then also Tom Dean and Stanley Elvers from Pena was helping him. Dean took over the blacksmith part of it, and then Tom and Stanley took over the tractor show and kind of combined it. And that's what's been going on for all these years. And we're trying to get, and the Masonic Lodge also helped fund that when it started back then, because, they didn't know really what they was going to put out there. So then we just try to keep it going year after year. And even this year, we're giving every exhibitor a $10 gifts. Well, actually, it's $10 to show up to the show with the tractor. So we wanted to get more people there. That was kind of an incentive, But then we got vendors that come into the Chautauqua building. They got perfume and T-shirts and that kind of stuff. And we do have a couple people coming with food trucks and that. And the local Masonic Lodge thing, people, they do it. And it's a good time, actually. And we got lots of shade. That's what's good. People come and sit all afternoon, and we play games on the tractors and give money prizes out. And it's a good time. We're just trying to get more younger people into the group. We're all kind of getting older, and how long we're going to do this. So this is kind of a people getter.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it. It sounds like a lot of fun. Just a fun sort of event to be at, whether you're into tractors or not. So. And then, if you're into tractors, you've certainly got that. So in terms of, and I want to go back a little bit to the Old Time Tractor Show, and we'll get into a lot of the other things you said later on. So let's see. So the tractor drive, it says here, starts at 10:30. So is that just where they drive by for people to watch? Or?
Oh, well, yeah, we go to the local nursing home and drive by, because a lot of the old farmers, or people out there that they love seeing us, and we'll wave at them and honk and all that kind of stuff. And And we've done that all along that I've been connected with them. So that's just another event that we do,
That's cool. And do the nursing home residents, do they I don't know how easy it is to go outside, or do they just watch from their windows?
Yes, anybody that wants to go, or they can go out there, walk or wheelchair out, they take them out there and they're lined up on the sidewalk and just wave at us and everything. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And now are you yourself involved in driving these tractors?
Well, I don't have it. I have a lawnmower. It's antique lawnmowers, and we've restored quite a few of those. And so we don't drive them, but we'll hop on the back of the tractor that's going if you wanted.
Okay, so you're on the tractor as it's going by, and you're seeing people wave.
Oh yeah. It's just like a parade. You know? And you might have 15 or 20 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it feel to see them each year?
Oh, it's cool. It's like you're still doing it besides just for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so you've got the tractor drive. It says you're 1030 pedal tractor pull. So is that
No, that's the kiddie.
Oh, that's the kiddie. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what it says over here. So it's kind of a cross reference. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you mentioned earlier tractor games. What are these games?
Well, you're liable to put a pole between two tractors with a golf ball on it, and the two of you together have to get on the tractor and go down to the other end with the tractor running. And whoever does it without dropping the ball at the quickest time wins a prize. We give away 3 places in each game, and one might be we used to do blindfold. You blindfold yourself, and then you would just drive straight and see which one could go the farthest without going out of bounds or something. It's just, there's a lot of different things we do.
Okay, that's cool. I've never seen these sorts of tractor games outside of, like I mentioned, the tot rod. So no, that's super cool with the games here. And then let's see. And then you've got some raffles going on. Sounds like that's being drawn at the end of the day.
Yeah, we have a silent auction that goes on, and everybody in the club will bring stuff, or anybody else that would like to help donate to where we could, make a little money off of it, so we could give to every place else that we want to.
Okay, so you've got that, and it seems like kind of a win-win for everyone, because people might win prizes, and then you get some money to support the organizations that you do. So so that looks like that's kind of the rundown for the Old Time Tractor Show. And then you talked about earlier the let's see, you got the vendors and some things going on in the Chautauqua building. That's the Hammer Inn part of the event. Anything else you want to kind of mention about that?
Well, we sure have a hard time getting the Blacksmith people. They're few and hard to find around, but we have this local younger fella that does it, and he's really good. He's been coming for quite a while now, and he can make whatever you want to make, I think.
That's really cool. And so it's called Hammer Inn, and Inn is spelled with just one N, so it's not like a hotel. But and I would have clarified that for myself too if I'd only heard the name. But yeah. So and I assume that's kind of a reference to like the presence that you hope of Blacksmith.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So then we also have a raffle that we've been selling tickets. We sell 300 tickets, usually at $5 a ticket. And then it's the end of that is a $250 gift card from the Save-A-Lot. So, people don't come or whatever. Sometimes they'll buy that from us too for another income there.
Okay. So, then you've got that with the Blacksmiths. You talked maybe a little bit about, let's see, antique tractors. And then you have the $10 appreciation gift for them, it sounds like.
Right.
Okay. So, and then is that like part of the tractor show that happens earlier?
Oh, well, anybody that signs up, that shows up, we have a sign up table.
Okay.
And then we're going to give them the $10 if they come with a tractor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And then if you're playing the games and happen to be lucky one to win some money, you might win some more,
Might win some more money. All right.
Right.
So there you go. So if you've got an old time tractor, then the Old Time Tractor Show on August 8th, which is a Saturday at Kitchell Park in Pana, may well be the place to go for you. I'm talking right now with Donna McGlauchlen, one of the organizers of the show, and also the secretary and treasurer of their organizing committee. Let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll talk a whole lot more about the show and about its background as well, and that'll be right here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM. WTIM.
Summer intern on the RFD radio network, taking a look at the markets, starting with September corn, 457 up 5 1/4, December 479 1/4 up 5 1/4, March 494 3/4 up 5 1/4. Soybeans September 1202 up 2 1/4, November 1216 3/4 up 3, January 1230 1/2 up 3. Chicago wheat September 664 up 4. KC wheat September 730 1/2 up 1 1/2. Now taking a look at the livestock, looking at lean hogs for October, $88.20 up 40. Live cattle October is $220.57 up $1.80. And feeder cattle September 336.72 up $4.80. This is Donna Fulcher, summer intern on the RFD radio network.
If you're like most people, finding extra money for your savings just doesn't happen. Hi, this is Julie Sanchez at People's Bank and Trust, and we have the solution you've been looking for. Sign up for our Save by Spendings Roundup program, and we'll round up your purchases to the next dollar, then transfer that change to your savings account. It's as easy as shop, enjoy, and save. Start saving for the things you really want with our Save by Spending Roundup program. Call 888-PBT-1954 and let us put you and your savings first. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi everyone, Nicole Patrick here, your local country financial representative at 1305 West Bresser in Taylorville. I'm proud to recognize the Tornado student athletes that represent our community by being the exclusive sponsor of the WTIM Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. During Tornado Sports broadcasts this school year, WTIM announcers will select a player at the end of each game who will receive a certificate for being named our Player of the Game. Good luck to all the teams this season, and go Tornadoes!
Finding a local job in Central Illinois has never been easier. Don't waste time driving far or spending too much on gas. Visit IllinoisJobPost.com. It's your one-stop site to find local, full-time, and part-time job openings. Best of all, it's completely free for job seekers to access anytime, day or night. So if you're ready to land a job close to home, make IllinoisJobPost.com your first stop. That's IllinoisJobPost.com. Brought to you by your friends at the regional radio station. If you're 40 and over, you'll recognize these artists by their first names: Frank, Dean, Sammy, Andy, Nat, Diana, Michael. Well, here's the big news. You can now hear Central Illinois' largest music library with over 3,500 songs on air and online at 965thechill.com. Tune in on the FM dial in Christian County and on your computer or smartphone. Hear these great artists and many more 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on 965thechill.com.
WTIM.
We're back on the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, along with Pizza Man, Noren's Hardware, Bob Riding's Pana, and Okanee Chop Shop. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I continue my conversation with Donna McGlauchlen, one of the organizers of the Old Time Tractor Show and Blacksmith Hammer-In that is happening on Saturday, August 8th at Kitchell Park in Pana. And we've talked about a lot of the fun things going on there on Saturday that will be happening on, well, not this coming Saturday, but the following one. Donna, you and I were talking during the break about barrel rides that are also a part of it. Tell our listeners about that.
Yeah, there's it's called a train ride. Actually, my brother Dennis 80 will be doing the hauling around of kids, and they're all free. I think he's got 4 barrels, and he just drives around the park where it's not dangerous. Don't go across the roads or anything. So he likes to do it. So we just do that for another activity.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be something else that's going on. When will that start?
That starts at probably 10, because most of the kids come about 10:30 to sign up for the games there, or that pedal pull. So and that's when they're there. So 10 to 2 usually. Okay.
All right. So it starts when folks will be able to to go. Now, I think you mentioned that you folks, take the money that you raise and donate it to some organizations. What organizations?
Yeah. We donate to the Tower Hill Angel Tree, and the Christmas lights here in the park. We put a light out there for them also, because it's getting to be a pretty big thing also. And we donate to the Pana Christmas baskets in town to give away to the fruit and that kind of stuff to everybody. And, we've done, I know, excess other little things around that people wanted to know if they needed, a little donation to help this or that out for school kid or whatever. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of causes, a lot of great
Yeah,
causes, I
right.
think.
Yeah.
And I think it's great you do all of that as a result of the event you put on. So, this has been going on for about 25 years. You're the secretary and treasurer of the organizing committee. Who have the past presidents been?
Tom Dean was the first one whenever they kind of started it from the older guys. And Kenny Herboard was after that. Amy Christian and Dennis Allman is right now, since we don't really have too many people coming anymore, that we're trying to keep it going. So everybody's happy with what they got, and we just try to keep talking it up,
All right. And then who's the current president?
Dennis Allman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
yeah. And then, so you've got that history of the event. Like I said, 25 years. You joined the organizing in 2006. It sounds like.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you've been doing it for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just talk about kind of how it's evolved, at least in your time involved, if not earlier than that.
Well, being a farm kid anyway, tractors was great. Great. So, excuse me. Well, yeah.
Yeah. You okay?
Better give it. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a
Okay.
bit.
Okay. You have some water.
Yeah,
Good.
mhm.
Yeah. I'll let you take a sip there.
Yeah,
I've actually
yeah,
had that happen
yeah.
a couple times on the
Yeah.
show as
Did
the
you?
host, which
Oh, do you?
makes me
Oh,
feel
really?
kind of embarrassed.
Yeah.
If you're going to go on.
Yeah. It was, and me and my dad family went and decided that we could do that too. So we started looking for. Dad got an older tractor. Then I thought, well, how about a lawnmower? Because somebody else had done that. And we have quite a few of them left yet. Because my brother that does the barrel trains, he uses one all the time, and they're all painted up, look really nice.
Okay. No, that's cool. And it's probably, I would imagine, kind of like an artistic display in addition to,
Right.
just showing off the
Mhm.
tractor.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
So that's really cool. Yeah, just talk about like some of the ways the event has kind of like evolved. I know you mentioned kind of your, getting started in it. How else has it kind of changed in the last 20 years or so, if at all?
Well, my perspective, I'm not sure if it changed. You're just trying to add more stuff to it.
Okay.
That kind of stuff to keep it going. And more the better,
Yeah.
merrier, whatever.
So I mean, it seems like, once something has kind of become a part of the show, it has not changed, and then you just add new
unless
things.
we add another event or something with
Okay.
it to do along with it, like the barrel thing. See, we didn't have that for all the time, but and the taut rod. But it's been going for quite a while like that now. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, it seems like things are, kind of constant and consistent with you folks, and I think and it sounds like that served you pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a good time, everybody. I don't think anybody's went back home mad or anything,
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. You mentioned earlier, let's see, you've got vendors. They'll be in the Chautauqua building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the Chautauqua building. Now I know, 3 days before we're having this conversation right now, we had the Peanut Popcorn Festival. I know the weather wasn't so great on that day. Do you folks typically see a lot of the same vendors from the Popcorn Festival at your event?
Yeah, well, I wish they had they got a lot more than I do, but not everybody wants to come out and see a tractor, I guess, but we try to get the same ones. I got quite a few that I let know, not to forget and that kind of thing.
Well, who knows this year with how the weather was a couple of days ago, maybe you will.
Yeah, maybe they'll want to get out, right?
Yeah, they'll get out, give themselves another chance to vend.
Right.
So, that's great. Where can folks get some more information on this?
Well, you can call me if you want to, 217-825-5967. Contact me or Dennis Allman. He lives in Olin, but that's no big deal. We can always, everybody's pretty much on Facebook. If you want to get a hold of, just put in the tractor club name probably and contact us.
Yeah. So the event itself, or like your organization, has its Facebook page?
Well, we did have. I'm not sure we got it right now.
Okay.
But there's a lot of flyers around town and all
right.
that kind of stuff, A lot of people know everybody. Just ask the neighbor; he'll know. Okay. So.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, plenty of ways to find out a little more about the Old Time Tractor Show and Blacksmith Hammer Inn. It's Saturday, August 8th. So Yeah, it looks like things. So it looks like 8:30 is when things kind of start at
Yeah.
first with the registration,
Right.
and then you've got that hammer in from 9 o'clock. It sounds like. All right, so yeah, early start with things, and then it goes into looks like the early afternoon, sometime around then. So exciting what you've got going on there. I've been talking with Donna McGlauchlen, secretary and treasurer of the Old Time Tractor Show and Blacksmith Hammer In Organizing Committee, and that's a mouthful right there, but no, a lot of great things going on with you folks. Donna, thanks again for coming on.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yes, and thank you for listening here on the WTIM Pana Morning Show on your information station. Have yourself a good day.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville.
96.1 FM Taylorville.
107.5 FM Shelbyville.